I'm going to show you how to assemble IKEA PAX wardrobe upright. That's the case when your ceiling is too low and you cannot build it on the floor, so you're gonna have to do it this way. I'm gonna take you through the whole installation, how to prepare the panels, put them together, how to build it upright. In a part 1, we did exactly the same wardrobe but on the floor, so this is much easier way how to build a PAX wardrobe frame, but if your ceiling is high enough. In a part 3, I'm gonna show you how to put the PAX wardrobe frames together, how to adjust those frames correctly, and part 4 we're gonna prepare for the sliding door, and part 5 we're gonna build IKEA Hasvik sliding door. Let's do it. So first, what you're getting in the box, so you're getting one box with this IKEA PAX frame with the 2 side panels, one bottom top panel. So this is the side panels, the biggest part. This is the back panel, bottom and the top panel, one slim panel at the front, and L-shaped bracket with a few screws. And we're starting with those long screws. They have a kind of stopper at the bottom, so just secure them in till the stopper don't go deeper or higher. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem with securing the whole frame. So this is the top part, first hole, and the bottom part here. That's the third hole from the bottom. Just place those screws in. It's a 2 on each side of the side panel. Secure it in till the stopper. L-shaped bracket, important because we're gonna have to attach those wardrobes on the floor, as the frame is very slim, can flip easily. 2 small screws securing the L-shaped bracket, that's the third and fourth hole from the top. Place them in, secure the L-shaped brackets. Bottom and the top panel with the slim panel, we're gonna place first 2 wooden plugs on each side of those panels. Place them in and secure it with a hammer. Other side, exactly the same. You're gonna put 2 wooden plugs in the slim panel and 2 wooden plugs on each of the bottom and the top panel. So now we're gonna prepare the legs. So you see you get more holes on this side. We're not gonna go there, we're gonna go to the other side where it's just 2 holes. 2 brackets for the legs, so just place them in. 1 on each hole and hammer them in. Not very good system, but that's what we have here. 2 legs, those legs are adjustable legs, 2 parts, 1 plastic, 1 metal. Join them together and place them in the brackets which we just did previously. You're gonna have to go all the way in and you're gonna have to come out from the other side about 2 millimeters. That's important, otherwise if you leave them too low, you can rip them off when you're gonna move the wardrobe around. Just push them out 2 millimeters from the other side. Gonna adjust those legs only when you have the wardrobes in place. So once you're there, you can screw it in and the wardrobe would lean towards the wall if you need. You're gonna have those locks, so it's gonna be 4 locks in each panel, 2 on each side. Don't forget to place the arrow on the locks. That's arrow up front. There it is. Just place it in the right position. That means the arrow always have to face to the hole. That's very important, otherwise you're gonna have a problem when you're gonna lock the whole frame together. So just place it in, arrow facing the hole. That's the bottom part where we have the legs, and this is the top part where we're not gonna have the legs. So, but it's exactly the same. We're gonna have 2 locks on each side, arrow in the right direction, facing the hole in each of the locks. Place them all in and prepare for joining the frames together. Now we can position all the frames when we need them, as we're gonna build this frame upright. In this case, I have 1 frame done already, so I can just clamp it together. If you don't have the frame ready, the first frame ready, you can put it next to the wall and build it this way, so you have support on one side. Even if you don't have the wall, you can build it without it, but second person would be helpful, as the frames can go down anytime. As you see here, if I'm just leaning, let's say, towards the wall, the frame could go on you at any point. So just join it with clamp it together. I'm gonna use one clamp, which is gonna help me to hold the frame on the side. As I mentioned, if you don't have the frame built already, if you're building the first frame, just lean it against the wall, have someone to hold it, or you can do it even alone. Just you have to bear in mind, always hold the frame with one hand, or watch out, because the whole things can collapse at any point if there is no back panel attached yet. So in this case, we just clamp it with the frame, so I don't need to be worried it's not gonna come on the top of my head. We're starting with the bottom panel. 2 holes in, and leave the bottom slim panel a little bit out, so you're gonna have easy time when you're gonna attach the other frame from the other side. Now we can place in the bottom panel, just find those screws we did previously and 2 holes for the wooden plugs, just place it in. Once you don't have the gap, you can secure the connection, just twist the lock to the right side and secure the bottom panel with the side panel. Now we're gonna need the ladder, as the wardrobe is high, is 236 centimeters, so unless you're 2 meter 50, you would need a step ladder here. So place the side panel in. There it is, secured. You see everything is a bit wobbly here because the frames are slim. I have all panels around me, as you see, so I don't need a second person to help me. If you have someone, would be great. If not, leave all the panels around, so you don't need to come out of the step ladder. So hold the top panel with one hand, push the side panel in, and once you're in, happy with the gaps, there's no gaps between the panels, just secure the connection. Twist the lock to the right side on each of the locks, so we're gonna have 4 locks securing this connection here. 2 on each side. That's the second one here. There we go, nicely secured. And the last one. So now we have the bottom still open. So if you don't have the support on one side, this thing can go at any point down, so watch out. Find the holes here, same with the slim panel at the front. That's why I leave it a little bit out, so it's easier to push it in. Place it all in, and now if you don't have any gap, you see the front is nicely in. One side, on the other side exactly the same, no gaps at all. On the top we have nicely secure frame as well, and we can secure the last 2 locks on the bottom. So just twist the locks again to the right side, and we have the frame secured. But even if the frame is secured as it is now, and you don't have that clamps holding with the other frames, these things can go down at any point, so always watch before you put the back panel in. It's easy to go on one side or the other side. So back panel, this back panel is very slim, very fragile. It's from the 3 parts, so just open it up and place the bottom in first, and hold it with your foot at the bottom if you're alone. So this is how you do it. Place it all in. So you're holding at the bottom, you're between the side panels already, so we're just gonna adjust the top. You see I can come in nicely between the side panels at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna secure the one nail halfway through on the middle on one side and on the other side, just to hold the whole back panel in. Then I'm gonna work on the top and on the bottom, but first I need to secure it a little bit because I don't want the whole things to collapse on me when I'm gonna do at the bottom part of the wardrobe. So just place two nails, place one nail on one side, one nail on the other side on the middle, just halfway through, just to hold the whole things up, as we need to secure first the bottom. I have a bit of hard time here because I cannot push the frame to the left. I have quite a big gap on the left, but I cannot push it because the other frame is holding me. So I'm gonna have to open the frames so I can adjust the back panel correctly. But now the bottom is nicely in. I have equal space on the left and right. When I'm happy with that, I can secure the bottom. So one nail on one side, one on the middle, and one on the other side. So I'm not gonna be able to move the bottom anymore. So I'm just gonna work on the top, and to adjust the frame in the right position, I'm gonna have to open those two frames. I mean open the clamp. So release the frame, and then I can twist it slightly more than I can now. Well, you see here, I still want to push it to the left, but I can't because that frame holding me. Everything is going down, opening up. It's a bit wobbly, this back panel, because it's from 3 parts. It's opening up, splitting up. You see basically the whole 3 parts is holding just with the kind of tape on the middle. So it's kind of splitting, holding, opening, and it's a bit slimmer than the usual like IKEA back panels as well, which is a bit disappointing because they were all already slim enough. Anyway, we're gonna make sure we have equal gaps on each side. Yeah, so I'm happy with the bottom. Now I'm gonna work on the top. I'm gonna open the clamp, so I'm gonna be able to twist the frame slightly more. If you're alone, watch out at this point. The back panel is not secured yet, so everything can go down easily, as I mentioned before. Now I can push it easier to the left, so get rid of that gap I have there. Once I did that, I can secure the top. Now I'm gonna check the middle and the bottom if I get the same number, because sometimes those panels, as this long wardrobe, is bending, so it can be open or closed. It depends what you have. Just push it in or out the panel so you get the same number on the middle as on the top and the bottom. Once you're happy, you can secure the whole frame together, and that's it. That's how you assemble IKEA PAX wardrobe frame upright if your ceiling is too low to build it on the floor. Now we're gonna move the wardrobes around. When you move those wardrobes, be careful because the bottom panel is very fragile, the slim one. So just one side up. You see I'm coming from one. Yeah, that's the one. It can pop easily out, or you can even break it. So just one side up, another side up, move them around this way, and that's it. That's how we build IKEA PAX wardrobe upright. See you in a part 3 when I'm gonna show you how to join those IKEA PAX wardrobe frames together. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day, and see you in a part 3.